Ladies and gents, welcome to yet another SpellForce recast. Bonus round after the tournament. We've got DonHyperion in the orange color, playing as the dwarves. And on the right side, it is Galactic. It's playing as the elves. And surprisingly, he's going for the ranger rather than going for the archdruid as he usually does. Warrior of the Depths is going to be the pick for DonHyperion. Obviously spreading out his stonecutters as this map allows for it. It's a community-made map, in case you're not familiar still. We've got a single hunting cabin. He's saving the next building for later. Fighting some wolves over there now. They're a little bit tough because they get empowered, but it's really not that bad. And for Galactic, he's doing a triple wood and hunting cabin opener. Going for the wolf build. As well as the free arrow attacks down there. Got deep waters, this is single target. This one, hail of arrows, is an area damage with arrows. And then you got bullseye, which is a knockdown. A little bit of damage, but most importantly, the slow after the knockdown as well. It's very, very useful. For the Warrior of the Depths, DonHyperion's also got the classic build with Relentless Rage, Inspiring Presence, as this guy doesn't get focus regeneration, so you just use a skill to actually gain focus. He also gets it in combat, but we don't have the perk for that just yet. We got Recuperate for recovering health, and we've got Head Splitter, single target damage, Sweeping Strike for Spin to Win. And with Relentless Rage, every time he attacks, he builds up his stack count, which is really nice. More attack damage and speed. The bugs have been cleared up. Both players progressing roughly at the same speed. In the middle of the map, we've got some giant moles. You want to attack the weak ones before you go for the muted cave spawn. Nasty, nasty thing. This don't want to fight it with melee units, to be honest. So, Warrior of the Depths might be at a slight disadvantage in that scenario. We got some good harassment plays as well from Galactic as he's getting into the stone lines here of DonHyperion's, but he's only shutting down 2 stonecutters technically. And for some reason this Guardian isn't attacking even though he's right next to these guys. Okay, he's fixed it. All good. Guys, I just want to share, there's a Rising Star tournament ongoing, accepting signups. I'll be linking it in the YouTube description for the live chatters. It's pinned in the chat right now. It basically means that everyone's welcome. No pros. Pros are banned. The pros have their own tournament ongoing. So, if you're not feeling like a SpellForce free pro, please join the Rising Star tournament if you want to participate. We'd love to have you. I'll cast the matches, as many as I can. Ideally, all of them. It's very chill as well, because you can just play anytime you want. Typically, we aim for playing a round within a week. If you need a little bit more time, like I said, it's chill. Do it for glory. A little bit of worker harassment, but nobody called HR. In fact, the Warrior of the Depths is just heading home. Galactic is continuing it, but DonHyperion has at least upgraded the worker health. They have insurance. Covers them against 2 extra shots. There's also free healthcare. You just leave your units in your territory to get some extra regeneration. Guardians get picked off. Good job by DonHyperion. He chased them all down. Harassment continues. This is a lot of income that's just not present right now for the Dawn. Even just ringing the bell means they're not working, but if they're dead, they straight up have to be replaced, and it takes a long time to do that. I mean, you have to go to LinkedIn, you have to put up a job posting, you have to review the candidates, you know how it goes. Alright, the Rangers had enough of this bureaucracy nonsense, right? Please go creeping, oh my god. I guess we're gonna keep doing this. But not for much longer. I think the free health potions aren't gonna last very long against the Warrior of the Depths. It's probably not the best use to stay here at this point. And Galactic agrees. Guardians tried to clean up the stone pole, but it's not allowed, says DonHyperion. Gonna take him down one by one. There's still some bases he hasn't upgraded, but how much longer that will last is another question entirely. There's Wolf around as well, so I don't really think you can stop them from bulldozing through these stone poles, but also you have to note the Warrior of the Depths is really good at flag fights. It's not like the Ranger is bad, though. She's not great by herself because the damage is just not there, right? I mean, there's massive damage discrepancy. It's the same attack speed. Except the Warrior of the Depths, he gets faster. Of course, this is the base the dwarves want more than the other one, as this stone here would actually help with further buildings, but I don't think Galactic will allow it. It's just 5 versus 1. Even though the Guardians are technically easy targets, at least they'll slow this down. And bear in mind that Warrior of the Depths can do this for a long, long time. You can just recover health with a single skill press. But the axe wielders are finally starting to be added. We've got at least 2 stone halls. Let's see how many Galactic has. Barracks, that is. Grove. Just the one grove. A lot of upgraded bases, though. And a handful more flags. Quite a bit more control than what DonHyperion has, I mean. It's just 4 sectors there total. And most importantly, Galactic has tier 2. He can start heading into those iron units soon. 2 iron mines so far. As for Dawn, oh, he actually never picked up the wolf pelts. You see, the enemies, the neutrals on this map, they don't just drop gold normally. They actually drop some items that you need to sell. These cave spawns and moles, they also just drop some claws. Guardian switching into ranged mode is the right move here. As if they attacked the cave spawn with melee attacks, they'd be actually getting their resistance nerfed. Like I said, the elves have an advantage there, I always point that out. The other factions, you either just go early and risk everything, or you wait for your range units. There's the special merchant. We might be getting to see some special weapons if the guys go for it. Maybe not. It's always these mid-map merchants. And Galactic might get an early level 5 here, actually.
detected.
Great work with targeting down the moles before the cave spawn even gets here, and he can just swap into ranged mode now. Yeah, this is what happens, you see, every time this guy can build up all the way to 5 stacks of this, minus 100 resistance. That means it deals double damage, and it cleaves into 3 targets. Anyways, there's the level 5 for Galactic.
We're being attacked.
There's a lot of fangs and wolf hides to sell. Doesn't have any gold until he does that, but he needs to go to the merchant anyhow. He's got level 2 hail of arrows. And that's it. Oh, level 2 bullseye, of course. Like, level 2 hail of arrows adds the impair, which is pretty nice. And level 2 bullseye, it just lasts a really long time. It adds silence as well. Great stun indeed. But meanwhile, DonHyperion hasn't been idling. He has pumped out some notable tier 2 nets with the Earth Shapers there. And if he can just keep doing that, that will be a decent counter to the Protectors who don't resist magic, you see. It's immediately very visible how much damage they're able to do to her, compared to other units like Axe Wielders, who have actually less damage, but it's also strikes, so they just resist 25% off the bat. And then once there's multiple Protectors, that resistance will go up to 45. What they do is give everyone this phalanx boost. Really nice extra 20% resistances. And of course, Protectors boost other Protectors too. Don is still very heavy on Axe Wielders though. And I suppose it will be like that for a while longer. He's trying to skip to tier 3. That's wild, sir. But hey, he's got the iron mines for it. Why not? He's taken over some of these bottom bases. Situation is really not that bad. And now going for the big spider Renos. I love these community-made maps because they just got all these interesting creeps that you normally don't get in the game. So this is a triple spider camp. The individual spiders aren't really that much stronger than a bear, let's say. But hey, this one is particularly scary as it does this very powerful poison damage. 15 DPS. It lasts like forever. So some of these Axe Wielders are going to be very low by the end of this. But that spider is rather low in health though. Level 5 is reached anyway. The elves are attacking, but I'm not entirely sure this is going to work out. They'll destroy some buildings, yeah. But surely DonHyperion will teleport back, right? Those were responding to the harassment from the Guardians. And indeed, Galactic is forced back for now. The level 5 skills, Don has unlocked the precision stance to nobody's shock. It's an excellent capstone skill. He's also got Star Wars Song at level 2 as well. So his boys will be regenerating and getting these bubble shields every now and then. It's just a timed burst ability around himself, but it's an aura, so it reserves a little bit of focus. Oop, sorry.
We're being attacked. Listen to the spirits.
A little iron mine raid going on here. Ooh, I like that. That Guardian is doing business. 350 health on these miners, so it will take a moment. I'm surprised Don is ignoring this, but he's getting a pretty good prize for himself here in the middle of the map. Catching, like, what was that, 5 or 6 Guardians? Maybe 5. That's pretty good. It's a really good catch. He should be able to just teleport back right now through this Godstone. Which is exactly where Galactic is. Galactic probably just needs to run away now. That is way too many Protectors. It's a good thing he can knock down that Warrior of the Depths, however, when he's chasing it. Because that's the thing. This Warrior of the Depths isn't just really fast with precision stance, but also he can teleport. There's almost no way with the Ranger to run away. to make it worse, that teleportation, if it actually hits you, it slows you down. But what you can do is do the knockdown. And you can hit the guy with a protector, which will slow him down. Yeah, there we go. It's a 24% impair from the abilities, and from the protector hits, you get 33%. It doesn't stack. Whatever's the first application will stay on until it expires. And then you can replace it with whatever happens, but you have to be careful who attacks. If you want the strongest one, you have to make sure the protector attacks after expiry. Tier 3 is in, and we got balloons, and we got berserkers. I didn't see the balloons come in. That's interesting. I also find this wanderer here interesting. She's cleaned up the whole gang of iron miners. Galactic now starting to bring some ballista. But he's just tier 2. He's only now heading to tier 3. I don't think he can quite fight the berserkers right now. The protectors are pretty damn good, and they have their AoE upgrade. But I just don't think he has the numbers that are needed. There's still a bunch of guardians in there, and they're just not all that. To be fair, there's axe wielders here on the dwarven side too, and maybe under the protection of the Shrine of Grove, this can be taken care of. But Galactic is slowly but surely losing units. He's got to be careful here. A Warrior of the Depths is having a party for now. Drawing all that fire, just getting to run away. Meanwhile, the Berserkers are getting to work. Galactic's population is rapidly dropping, but so is DonHyperion's. The Wanderers are actually piercing through a lot of these units. It's a huge problem for Don. He's forced to retreat. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of dead dwarfs here. That's an ouchie right there. Well, at least the remaining ones can heal back, but what then? We still got a lot of wardens, we still got a lot of protectors. The most valuable units haven't been cut down at all. It's a bunch of guardians that died for Galactic. And a wanderer there, I suppose. So what happens now? He also does have Tiara's buff water here. So you can enjoy some tier 3 business. Should come up here to get the other one. Although he's not interested in the bath water. The elves are beyond that. He just wants the leaves. Went for a shopping run. Has only the tier 3 armor and a whole lot of potions. I kind of suspect he only went... He only had money for that, actually. He didn't buy potions, right? Not many, anyway. What about Dawn? He's got himself a ring and the tier 2 armor, which he has never equipped.
My axes are sharp.
Let's see if he'll do so now. It's an opportunity to go shopping. I mean, Galactic is capturing the middle godstones, and he can kind of do whatever he wants now. Millennia leaves are getting collected. Refining is probably back home somewhere. Where is it? Probably not in the iron bases. That would be wild. Where is the refinery? Anyway, this fight. Always a big play when you can take out that refining structure. But it's asking for a lot. I have to say, Galactic has the much better formation here. The units do get enfeebled for a start. There's not a lot of combat balloons to really hold this back. And do bear in mind there's a ballista in the back to attack the border fortress. And Galactic has 170 population to 120. So far, so good for the elves. They're knocking down that warrior of the depths. Definitely DonHyperion is having a tough time. He's also getting blasted some more. With the Ranger ultimate. There's just no dwarves left. So many elves still to work through. I'm sorry, but the protectors are just too healthy here. And they're not even upgraded yet with their health upgrade, which would turn them into 1950 health units. The balloons are getting picked off. And that might just be it, ladies and gents. Although Galactic isn't committing to taking down the base just yet, he's happy to just fight the units one by one. Regrouping real quick instead of all those things. Let's see if we got some of those tier 3 upgrades coming through. Doesn't look like it yet because there's no Lenya refining. Like, he's collecting it, but he's not refining it. He's building the purifiers now. Those will have a very heavy load in them for sure. DonHyperion has mostly border fortresses, which is the only good news that we have for him at the moment. Plus he has this middle base, which can be used for moon silver, of course. I think he has a smelter back home, so that's good. And he's getting the Earthshaper upgrades at the moment, so maybe that will help at least a little bit. He just doesn't have the army to hold back the tide. He's got one Pyromancer, whereas he would probably need 15 in order to get this done. Galactic is just focusing down the units. He's not fighting the base at all. Shooting at that warrior of the... He is shooting at the base with ballista. He's got plenty of ballista. Comfortably fighting the army, but I think he's stopping that. He's starting to focus down the border fortress. And it looks like DonHyperion will be resigning this one as he drops down to just 61 population against 156. He just can't stop the elves. Galactic is so damn strong. I wish he played in our tournament. It would be great to see him perhaps in the next one. I'd love to see that. Well, for the YouTube peoples, make sure to like and subscribe because it puts these videos in front of more people, which means maybe more people will see him play SpellForce. An experience they should definitely have. It's free to play. You can get the Versus Edition on Steam to start, and then look into whether you want to buy the campaigns as well. Cheers.